Arsenal have expressed concrete interest into the Bayern Leverkusen centre forward who plays as a winger too, Moussa Diaby in there for you. All that and more into this story here on to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today we are talking Arsenal, and you know Arsenal are really so much in hand of a centre forward, and recently sources came out and really indicated that even David Austin has been talking about it, Fabrizio Romano, that Arsenal have agreed talks, or Arsenal are in talks with the agent of Gabriel Jesus of Man City. And you know that this time round he's on form. He is really scoring goals in the previous 4 games. He scored like 6 goals in there for you. That is Gabriel Jesus in there for you. But people will come out and say, now they say that we are in talks with Gabriel Jesus. What next in there? I thought you were going to only sign one centre forward. I really tell you that Arsenal does not need only one centre forward, because in the January transfer window they lost one in the names of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. In the summer they are going to lose 2. That is Lacazette and Nketiah. So that means Arsenal should go in and bring in 2 centre forwards in there for you. And there are very many that have been linked to Arsenal in there for you. And this is a new one coming into the story in there. Though Patrick Berger came out and reported way back in March that Arsenal were so much interested into this 22-year-old French international in there for you that plays for Bayern Leverkusen in there for you. Now, if I told you don't know him, he's 22 years of age. He has played 40 games this season, scored 16 goals and 13 assists. What a player. And what really shows that he's a different kind of player that Arsenal might go in for and leave other options in there for you after landing the deal of Gabriel Jesus is he plays on both flanks. He can play as a left winger or a right winger, and he has both foot. He's a lefter, he's a left-footed player, but he can also use his right foot very well. So that is Moussa Diaby in there for you, and Arsenal have shown concrete interest in him, and Mikel Arteta feels like, oh, if at all I bring in Gabriel Jesus, I should bring in Moussa Dembele in there for you. But the question is on the price tag in there. 75 million euros. 75 million euros, that's the amount of money that that Bayern Leverkusen are really needing in there for you. One will ask, why 75 million euros? It's 75 million euros because he still has close to 3 years left on his contract, meaning that his contract is expiring in 2025 in there for you. So he still has 3 good years on his contract. This puts aside which goes by the names of Bayern Leverkusen in a good bargaining position in there for you. So that's why they say 75 million euros or 63 million pounds in there for you. But I really believe that if Arsenal spends 100 million pounds on centre forward, especially when they get Champions League football, because going into Champions League means more money, and I really believe that Arsenal can raise this money of Moussa Diaby to bring him in there, if at all the manager really sanctions him, because Mikel Arteta has not made a loss in almost all the signings he has made. If you are to rate his signings, almost 90% of his signings have been successful. The only one that has failed so far is Willian, who came in on a free from Chelsea, and they gave him £300,000 a week. He came on, played the first 3, 6, 7 games well, and he flopped in there. That's why they even had to let him to go out in Flamingo in a free. So I really believe that Mikel Arteta's choice has not been bad in there for you. But when you look at Moussa Dembele in Arsenal, he can come in and fit there very well because he is swift. He has a hard shot on him, and he is this kind of player who involves others. He's not greedy, you get? He is this kind of player who scores when he is in the best position of scoring. If he finds himself in a position that does not favor him to score, he look out for the pass to a player who is well positioned to come in and score in there. And I really believe that it will be a very good enforcement for Arsenal, because this time round Arsenal really had a problem with the centre forward in there this entire season. Because look at that Arsenal side. If at all they had a Gabriel Jesus in there playing as a centre forward, I really believe he would have really put in lots of efforts to give Arsenal goals in there for you, because at least Arsenal can self-rely on one centre forward and can feed him, not like at Man City where there are very many centre forwards and he does not get ample playing time. And I really believe that if at all you combine them with Moussa Diaby, it can really up the competition at Arsenal in there for you, because people like like Bukayo Saka, who really think that they already grabbed their position at Arsenal, will also get frightened and get shaken in there. They'll know that, oh, we are not alone into this because there is another good player that has arrived in there. Because Pepe has not given Bukayo Saka a very good push in there for you. That's why you see Martinelli and Emile Smith-Rowe, every time one of those is put on the field of play, they come and put up their best because they know that there is competition. When Martinelli starts, he plays very well. When Emile Smith-Rowe comes in and really plays in as a substitute, he plays very well. So that's the situation at Arsenal, and that situation that was addressed on the left attacking side of the midfield of Arsenal should be addressed on the right attacking side of Arsenal, because Pepe has not pushed Bukayo Saka enough in there. Even when Bukayo Saka was playing very badly and out of form, the manager was flaunting him in there to start ahead of a man who goes by the names of Pepe in there. And it's rumored that Pepe is really going to sit down with the Arsenal board to decide his future, whether he's going to be sold or he's going to stay at Arsenal after the manager. If the manager really comes out and promises him that, please, I have in my plans of next season, but I don't believe that Arteta has Pepe in his plans in the face. So Diaby has a contract running still 2025. So Bayern Leverkusen are strong in negotiating position. We've said about that. And one thing you need to know is that it looks like Bayern Leverkusen have known that this lad is going to leave a side which goes by the names of Bayern Leverkusen, because they are now identifying his replacement, and they are really targeting a player from Benfica who goes by names of Luis Sinisterra in there. Luis Sinisterra is that player that they are targeting from a side which goes by names of Feyenoord in there for you. And when you look at Luis Sinisterra, he plays for a side which goes by names of Feyenoord, and I think they've reached the Conference League finale after drawing with the side which goes by the names of Marseille in France, and they're now through in there. When you look at Luis Sinisterra, he's 22 years of age. He was born on June 17th, 1999. He comes from Colombia, and he has played 28 games in the top league of Netherlands. He has scored 12 goals in there for you in 28 appearances. That's not bad. That's not bad in Feyenoord in there for you. And that means when you look at, is it called Feyenoord? They are really good at building players and improving these players in their fight. I really believe that even when Moussa Diaby came in at the side which goes by the names of Leverkusen, was not good as this. So that means if at all this player comes in, he's going to be a very good replacement in there for you. Now, the main reason as to why they are really looking for replacement is that there are clubs that are really so much interested into this. Minus Arsenal, Manchester United is interested in this player who goes by names of Moussa Diaby. Newcastle United, note this name. Newcastle United is also interested, and you know Newcastle is going to spend wild in the summer because they feel like they're supposed to be playing in Europe next season in there for you. And you look at the signings that Eddie Howe made, you see if that Newcastle is really doing great. But if at all they bring in Diaby, Moussa, I think it will be really a very good additive in there for you. And they cannot even look back to pay out this amount of money to get this kind of player. 22 years of age, he has a good resale value. That means it can be done in there. That's why Leverkusen are really trying to look anywhere to get a replacement for this player, because they know he cannot survive this season. Because there is a very big hunt of forwards in Europe. Trust me, players like Moussa Diaby are really going to be on a high demand because teams are looking for forwards. And the difference with him is that he plays well on the left and right flanks, and he can also play as a center forward. So that means he has very many options to play for you in there. And if at all you want to get into the center forward, he can also help you out by playing wide in there for you. So that's a story we have here on Rokani Media Football. We are back like we never left. Arsenal has expressed concrete interest in signing Moussa Diaby. This player is a French international. He made his debut for France in it was in November last year. That's when he made his debut, and he got his first full game against South Africa in there for you, and he might be going to the World Cup. And he is also really looking at that club where he's going to go and get enough playing time such that he goes and plays in the World Cup in there for you, because he knows there is a lot of competition from the Nkunkus, the Anton Martials, the Kylian Mbappes, the Olivier Girouds, the Karim Benzema's in there for you. So you must be on a high scoring form to see to it that you make it to the World Cup on the team of Didier Deschamps in there for you. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section. Tell me what you think about Arsenal expressing a concrete interest into the signing of the French international who plays for Bayern Leverkusen. That is Moussa Diaby for you. I sign out for now. Good morning, and more other 2 videos are coming up. We are really going to pamper you like we've never done it before. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the Almighty God cover you in the blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.